So good evening. Tonight it is Land Rover from Three Brands. I'm gonna start off with this mainline Hot Wheels Land Rover I found a few months ago and still hadn't opened up here. The Land Rover Defender 90. What is this? This is from Baja Blazers. And this is green with the brown tires. So let's open that up. This is a mainline Hot Wheels, so our expectations are not high. So the mud splatter and the tires don't look too bad. No details on the back. Black plastic base, which gives us black side steps, mud flaps, bumper, and front bumper and grill. So that's not too bad. It could be purple or orange or whatever. Oh, it's got a sunroof. I can see an interior. I don't see a post in there. Because there's no rivet in the back, so it must be clipped on somehow. But it's got seats in the back. I can't see anything else in there. So in my opinion, when you put on these brown muddy tires and have the clean spare, it just it doesn't seem right. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of these muddy tires, but I'm older. Land Rover 90. So let's take a quick look at the bottom. I think this is a new casting for 2020. Let's see. Land Rover Defender 90. Oh, copyright 2019 for 2020. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Paint pens. A lot of details need to be done there, but the casting looks pretty okay. So we'll open these other two first. So let's go in order from left to right. So found my first Majorette in the wild in a Target that I hadn't been to before, about 35 miles from me. The Target that's closer to me, I'd asked an employee, and they said they don't carry them. But I know from watching videos that other people had said they'd seen Majorette. I think I had seen Majorette in Hobby Lobby. But I saw this in Target, and this was actually very reasonable. I think when I saw them in Hobby Lobby, they were like $7, but here this was $3.99. So I consider that very reasonable. So another addition to my Majorette, and so this is Majorette. It's Deluxe cars, Land Rover Defender 110. It looks like it's got opening features. Let's take a quick look at this. So I now have to add that store to my occasional peg hunting forays, because that store, this was not I got a couple of decent things there, so I was very happy. I should have done like a whole video on that, but I didn't. So let's take a look at this. So obviously opening door. Let me get that piece of plastic out of there. I guess, let's see. Opening doors, opening hood. Silly, what is this? See, Tyrone, you're right. Camera magic avoids bad language, but there. So, opening doors, opening hood, engines chrome. All right, so lens headlights is part of the windshield. Nice Land Rover badge there. Defender on the hood. So metal body plastic base, rubber tires, overly chrome wheels, but nice side marker, hinges, Land Rover, Defender 110. The interior, thankfully, is not just molded black. It's like a mustard color. Do I identify? Well, so that's pretty cool. Black painted roof. Let's see. Some tampo work there for the tail lights. Looks like the interior, which is that mustard color, becomes part of the trailer hitch. I guess the part that keeps the car. So that's pretty good. Let's see what it says on the base. Okay. So Majorette, scale 160. Land Rover Defender 110, made in Thailand. There's a reference number and BK1. So I think that is build date. So that's not too bad. So we know that it's going to be a little large for scale, but all right, well, we won't compare the 90 to the 110 here, but as you can see, I have another 110. The car culture, what is this? The wild terrain. The only one of these. So I have seen a ton of these Camaros as peg warmers. Actually, in the Target where I found this, and the Target where I found that, so two different Targets, and even my Walmart, which has next to nothing. I've seen like 3 or 4, or as many as 6 of these on the peg. For some reason, the Unimog also. Neither one really appealed to me. I guess this Porsche and this Defender. That Bronco, I don't like Hot Wheels casting of the Bronco, so I don't go for that. Love the card art on this, so I will try and save the card. But let's get this off here, and we can compare it now. Nobody claims that Hot Wheels is true 164, but let's see how it compares to the Majorette. Always when you want to save the card art, that's when it's going to be tough. There we go. There we go. I just think of Tyrone at Building the Ultimate Matchbox Collection when he just joyfully rips open these packages. So, I mean, no opening part, no opening hood, no opening doors, but it's, it's a Hot Wheels. And so these car cultures are about $5, so a little bit more expensive than the Majorette, but not overly so. So metal body, plastic base, Real Rider rubber tires, these yellow off-road wheels, the plastic fender flares and grille must be part of the base. 2 rivets, so I think we can see the post back there. Nice tampo work on the back here. This one also has the black painted roof, but with no, what would you call this? Grooves or on it. It's completely smooth, so mirrors molded but no silver paint. Let's see. Same mirrors molded, no silver paint. Nice tampo work on the back. Land Rover Search and Rescue. Defender 110. Let's compare it. It's just got a window on the door. Yeah, I guess it should have these side windows like this. Well, it's an enclosed box, so maybe not. But that's a nice casting. So let's just take a quick peek and see these side by side. So the Majorette is longer, wider, but the wheelbase isn't too far. It isn't too far off. It's not so the Majorette's a little bit bigger, but I don't think either one is true 164. but they're both a nice addition. And now with this Hot Wheels, I can compare it to the Schuco Defender 90 for size. So, the Hot Wheels is not incredibly far off. But the Hot Wheels does seem a little bit big. Now, of course, the Schuco is the most expensive of this, and the Schuco, I believe, is true 164. But you know, each one has its own I mean, the Schuco's the best details, but of course, there's no opening parts. The Hot Wheels are nice. I mean, the main line, the car culture. The Majorette's pretty cool. Opening doors, opening hood, nice tempo details. You know, I don't really love these trailer hitches, but then again, nobody but Greenlight makes a decent trailer hitch. So there we go. That is my Land Rover Defender special. I think these four, I'm pretty sure these four are the only Defenders I have. So what do you think? I mean, the Majorettes, you know, now that they're now, as I said when I did my brand review, other than the scale issue, other than they're very rarely 164, they're usually 160 or 155, or even 162, but they're like never, almost never 164. And the overchromed wheels, but other than that, they're they roll well. Now it just, you know, everybody loves to push down on the Majorettes and Tomicas. Oh, it's got suspension. I don't know whether it's got suspension or, yeah, a little. Hot Wheels, no. No suspension. Didn't do this with the Schuco. I don't know whether that's suspension or the mat giving in, so hold on. Yeah, no, there's no suspension on this. The Majorette's the only one that has a little bit of suspension play. So there we go. Defender 90s and Defender 110s. So that's a quick video. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I'm sure quite a few people have the Hot Wheels Land Rovers, and maybe even this Majorette. I mean, it's becoming, you know, it's I think it's one of the more popular ones that's been hitting the U.S. stores. I did actually see the Porsche set, the 5-car set. I didn't pick it up yet. They did have more than one. I may try and go back and get one, which I thought was going to be very expensive. And I was surprised that in Target, it was $13 for 5 cars. So that's actually pretty good. That's damn good. So that's, what is that? Yeah, that's less than $3 a car. So you have a good night. I will talk to you tomorrow. We'll see what other. Like I said, I have quite a backlog, and I'm a little disjointed about what should I show next. You know, don't want to go too heavy with one or the other. So thanks for watching, and have a good night.